Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowl Central. We're reviewing Sonic Frontiers for you today. Ooh, fancy. So this is a Sonic game for the ages because it's the first open world Sonic game. I don't know if that means anything to you. Everything is open world these days, so why not Sonic 2? The thing is that Sonic actually works really, really well in an open environment. I was somewhat skeptical just because, for his whole life it's been stuff like this, where you're on a track. And that kind of makes more sense in my mind, or it did, until I played this game. But I gotta say, actually having an open world environment with these little inserts, these little puzzle type experiences here where you've got to fulfill the obligations of the track in order to get your special keys to unlock the chaos crystals. There's a lot going on here. That's basically what we're coming to. There's a lot going on here. So they've taken a somewhat Zelda Breath of the Wild-ish approach to the look of the game. Sonic and all his friends still look the same. They haven't changed, as you can see. But the world has become kind of realistic, kind of a muted color palette, not so cartoony, like Breath of the Wild. It looks like Breath of the Wild. It doesn't play like anything like Breath of the Wild, but this first world here, there's 4 worlds. The first one looks like Breath of the Wild, so they've taken inspiration there. And basically, Sonic in an open world is fishing. There's always fishing. You can count on fishing in these games. Sonic in an open world, what they've done is they've basically scattered tons and tons and tons of mini tracks throughout this vast open world. And like I said, they've got these things too, which are, these special portal or jobby thingies. And, the basic purpose of having all this infinite amount of little things that you can do is basically you never get bored. And you're always fulfilling obligations for the story because each of your pals needs to be regenerated. And you have to get special tokens to kind of feed into them to do that. There's a lot going on in this place. There's a lot going on. The only thing that really, really troubles me about this game, and I can take a lot from a video game. I can take a lot of punishment before I'm a happy camper, okay? I'm not one to complain too much about a decent video game. But, gosh, the pop-in, the graphical pop-in in this game is disturbing at times. It is on a level that I have rarely seen in the last 15 years of video gaming. It's something that was relegated to PS1, 64 era. And it's atrocious. And it's really bad because the faster that Sonic goes, because you can upgrade Sonic. You can actually, there's an RPG system happening here, a very light one. You could argue it's not even really necessary, but it's there. But you can make Sonic go faster and faster and faster, and the faster that he gets, the more that you notice the pop in, and it happens up into maybe 100 yards ahead of you, especially if you're playing this on the 4K. Now this game has a 4K setting and a 60 frames a second setting, which is not going to be your full 4K scale. At first, I liked playing in 60 frames a second, but I kind of came to enjoy the 4K. I don't know what crazy person wants to play this in 30 frames a second, but you're looking at him, you're listening to him right now. But you know what? The pop-in, it doesn't go away regardless of either way that you do it. And again, the faster he goes, the more you notice it. It's really kind of a shame because there's a lot going on here. The story's kind of fun. It's irreverent. It's actually got a decent sense of humor. I think they probably learned a little bit from the Sonic movies about humor. Not that those are amazingly funny movies. But they've got the speed down. They've got the momentum down. It's a formula that's worked for 30 years. So Sonic goes fast. It's what he does. So there's so much to enjoy in this game. There's so much that works. There's so much variety. Every time you turn around, you're doing a different activity, and it's all got a purpose. But I gotta tell you, like, graphical hitches are graphical hitches. I can take it. It's not game breaking. I understand that. But this pop-in issue is destructive to my palate. It is disturbing. So it's a good game, but I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And I know that it's weird to give a game a 7 out of 10 just for one graphical issue, but it is so persistent and so bad I can't ignore it. Kaboom! Hey everybody, do me a favor. This is my latest novel, Resurrection Mixtape. It's funny. It's got tons of music in it. It's horrific. It's fast. It's brutal. And it's creative. And I think you'll like it. It's available on Amazon in any territory you can imagine. Please do pick up a copy. That way I can pocket the change, all 70 cents of it. I think I get about 70 cents per copy. I don't think you're supposed to admit how much you actually get paid per copy, but I get about 70 cents. So that's 70 cents. That's 70 pennies in the old bank. Can't beat that.